Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm really excited because this is the first of 3 holiday looks that I'm going to be sharing with you today, tomorrow, and the next day. So I really hope that you're excited to see some tutorials from me, some festive looks from me, and this is all thanks to Jordana Vargas. She reached out to me asking to do a Christmas collaboration, and I'm just so stoked for this collaboration. I cannot wait to see what looks she creates because she's just so creative, and her makeup application is literally perfection. So I cannot wait to see all of her content for the next 3 days. I cannot wait to see what kind of holiday look she comes up with. I'm always so inspired by her looks. So yeah, I'm so stoked to hop into this. If you guys want to see how I created this green festive look with a nude lip, then please just keep on watching. So my complexion's done, my brows are on, and my eyes are primed. I'm gonna hop right into the palette that I am so excited to play with on camera. This is the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. I've had this palette for over a year now, and I just love it so much. It's such a stunning palette. It's filled with warm neutrals and then some gorgeous olivey green shades. This is just such a perfect palette in my eyes. I wear this constantly, but these greens right here, especially this shimmery green, is just so perfect for the holidays. So I'm really excited to jump into this and use this palette for today's look. I'm going to start off the look with this shade right here called Luna. It's just a really good neutral transition shade for me. It's very light and it doesn't have a ton of impact, but it definitely will just help to blend all of the shadows together. I'm also just going to pop a little bit of that on my lower lash line. I'm going to hop into the second to last shade right here. This is a deep olive shade, but it does have quite a bit of yellow in it. And I love this color so much. This is called Fire OG, by the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the brush that the Anastasia palettes always come with. I don't know why, but this formula I really like using with the packing side of this brush because it's very stiff and, well, it has some flex, but it also is quite dense. So it allows the pigment to really get placed onto my lid, and it doesn't really ever have a lot of fallout, even though this is quite a loosely packed formula. So I'm just going to really pack it onto the brush, and then I'm just going to pop it really into the outer corner and mostly on the lid, I think, too. So there definitely is like a tiny little bit of fallout, but nothing unmanageable because I did do my base already. Generally speaking, I don't tend to really do my base ahead of time, but just for ease for today, I just wanted to have it done ahead of time. But I'm just trying to create a kind of elongated shape without dragging the pigment too far out. I really do have a tendency of just like diffusing and diffusing and diffusing color so far that it just becomes this super dramatic mess, and I'm trying to be a lot more controlled in my application lately, but yeah, it's tough because my eyes are hooded, so I want to really bring color out far so that you can really see the shadow that I have, but I don't find that that is like something that's suited to an everyday kind of look, or most instances I do feel like it just ends up getting kind of out of hand for me. So trying to be a little bit more controlled lately. And it's hard for me because I have so much fun with makeup. This brush has no pigment or anything on it at all, and I just want to really blend out the edges even more. So I'm just going to kind of buff everything together. So in the palette again, I'm just going to hop into the shade Leo, which is just a slightly more green version of Fire OG. Like, they are extremely similar, but this is just a touch deeper and it has more green in it. And I'm just going to again pop it onto the Anastasia brush and just pop it onto the outer portion of my lid this time, not all over the lid. So I'm just going to bring it right here. Oh, and this shade does have significantly more fallout, but I feel like this brush really does help to control and minimize that. So my camera had died, so when I put Leo on, I just blended it again into Fire OG. very simple. That's all I've done. I've just really been trying to meld the colors together. But as you can see, it's not the most smooth blend. Whenever I wear this palette, I definitely feel like it can be a touch patchy, but I don't dislike the way that it looks. I know that it doesn't look perfected, but I don't know, I kind of dig it. So I'm going to go in with the glitter now, or the shimmer shade rather, but I'm going to use the e.l.f. glitter glue first. I'm just going to pop a little bit onto my ring finger, and then I'm just going to put a tiny little bit. This is probably even too much, to be honest. I have like the tiniest little bit on there, but I'm just going to smush it between my ring fingers, and then I'm going to pop it onto the majority of my lid, except for that outer portion. So really across the majority of the lid here. Very lightly. I'm really not trying to put down all of the product if I can avoid that. And it's instantly feeling quite tacky, so I'm just going to use my middle finger instead and pop it into the shade Goalz, that gorgeous shimmery shade. And then swipe that onto the lid. Oh my god, look at that. Can you see that pigment? Oh my gosh. This shade is so stunning, and it is very festive. It's really, really beautiful. This outer corner is looking a little bit funky, so I'm just going to use the same Anastasia brush, but I'm not adding any additional product to it. I'm just kind of trying to clean up the corner there. And if it were any other day, but I'm going to work actually after this, I would generally do something on the lower lash line, but I do think it's just a little bit heavy for me for work today. So I'm just gonna leave the lower lash line with only that shade Luna, that base shade. And it gives a little bit of definition there, but it's nothing too heavy. And I kind of like that. Lately, I've been kind of digging like bare lower lashes. It looks a little bit more, or lower lash line rather, it just looks less done, I suppose. I don't know, it looks more fresh, I guess. And yeah, I've just been kind of liking that, just because I have been in settings where I feel like it could be a little bit much if I end up going just crazy with color or whatever. I can just have it on my lid. It's mostly hidden when my eyes are open anyways, and then my lower lash line is just pretty much bare. I quite like that look. I didn't know if I was gonna do it, but I think I'm gonna go into Subculture, and I'm just gonna grab the shade Electric. I want this gorgeous light lime greeny kind of metallic shade. It's so pretty. I have to incorporate it. I've been loving this color so much. So I'm just gonna grab it on my pinky finger, and then I'm just going to add it into the very inner corner of this eye look as well. It just brings a little bit more light to the look, and it ties in with that green theme so well. I've been like obsessed with this color since I had Thrash in my Pan Those eyeshadows. This color just paired so well with it, and now I can't stop playing with this color at all. I'm just gonna hop off camera and put some Milk Kush mascara onto the upper lashes, and then the CoverGirl Clump Crusher on the lower lashes. I'll be right back after I do a couple coats of both. Mascara's on. I love the way that the mascara really just ties the look together and brings it to life. And I really want to brighten up my eyes, especially since the lower lash line just has that transition shade on it. I almost want to like emphasize that by going into the waterline and really brightening the waterline. So I'm going in with this Annabelle Waterline Luminous. This is in the shade Champagne. And I just want to drag it on my waterline to, actually I'm gonna grab a different mirror, to just really brighten up that lower lash line. And I think it will emphasize the brightness of the lower lash line, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna finish off the look with a nude lip. I think nudes lately, I've just been preferring them because they're so easy to touch up as they fade. It's not anything too drastic. Like you can kind of get away with a fading nude lip, especially if you're eating like a festive dinner with everyone. So I just want to go with good old classic. This is an absolute favorite of mine. I'm going in with Bite Honeycomb, and I'm just going to not even line my lips or anything, just going to go right from the bullet onto my lips. And I love this this kind of tone paired with those olives too. It's such a good combo. You can definitely leave this lip as is, but I am currently panning this Moonchild lip gloss from ColourPop that's looking very loved. And I do want to just pop a little bit in. It'll give a little bit of sparkle to this lip look and a little bit more of a festive kind of touch, but it also will make it not look so cool toned, I think. It has a bit more of a peachy tone to it, so it'll really make it look much more neutral and juicy and just all around great. And so this is the completed look. I love how simple and effortless this look is. It definitely has some festive colors to it, but it's not something that's like too overly holiday. It really is just an easy kind of look to wear for the holidays. And I feel like this green is so perfectly festive. And then the nude lip is just so easy. I honestly am probably gonna wear a look like this on Christmas. I've already worn it for a work Christmas dinner, like something very similar to this, and I can't stop reaching for this palette to create these kinds of looks. So yeah, big fan. Definitely go on over to Jordana's channel and check out her holiday looks. I cannot wait to see all 3 looks that she creates leading up to Christmas. And thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.